for next time round. We will be able to use Isatrot to attack Palavon. We will have more lands taken from Belagar and Clan Angrand. Kalak Azul joined them, so they're down here as well. We can use them to, or crush them as well. No problemo. So moving on, today we are going to be using Isrostrot. Oh, it's got a bad name. Isrostrot to attack Paravon. That's going to be very fun. We have Durthu recovering his troops at Barak Var. Stresslaith recovering at Iron Rock, with Serco following up. We are going to move to Black Crag and probably try and take this if we can. It does have gold there. Garrison's relatively small as well, so once we get the replenishment going, we can literally world route over there and take that, which would be really, really good. Help us out a little bit with our minus 11,000 per turn, which is pretty ridiculous. But that's going to be it. I think did take back Barak Var. We're still running a -1 in terms of our amber. But that should be okay. Let's finish there. We'll declare next turn, attack Paravon, and we will hopefully open up more trade agreements in the future. Wow, this is certainly a couple of armies, isn't it? Iron Drakes, Gyrocopters, Organ Guns. How far are we into this campaign? Why do they have all of that equipment? It's nuts. I guess the main thing we can do here is use our Hawk Riders to take out the Organ Guns, so I might try and do that. Or quick save and fight it on the battle map. I don't actually have many range forces, so you can probably hold them at bay with the Treekin Dryad combo for a little bit. Not going to be a victory, of course, though. That would be silly. It's a pretty poor defensive map as well, so that doesn't help. But I guess what we can do is maybe sort of defend over here, and then they might have to come through the water, which will give the Deepwood Scouts a little bit of time to fire. Meanwhile, we need to find out where these Organ Guns are. They're over there. We'll go the opposite side and then just move forwards. Actually, there's some Organ Guns there as well. Okay. Those Organ Guns can do a lot of damage to Hawk Riders, so I do have to be a bit careful about that. We kind of want them to leave behind their Organ Guns, though, if we can. Make sure so they have to keep turning round. Then we can come down into them. Lovely. Goodbye, Organ Guns. I think their Thunderers are firing at me, aren't they? So we'll get one of our squads to go deal with them. We'll get the others to stay on the Organ Guns there. Gonna get the Great Eagle to go attack those Organ Guns. We're doing a decent amount of damage there, but in comes the Iron Drakes. Ouch. Gotta hurt. We're also taking damage over here. Let's get the Deepwood Scouts to maybe move forwards and do some damage to those as well. These should recover, which would be good. And what I'm going to do is move over and shoot the organ gun to death with the missiles. Oh lord. Hawk Riders suffering there. Iron Drake's doing quite a lot of damage to the organ guns, more than they are to the actual Hawk Riders. Oh well. Nice harassment going on, I guess.
Our bows are yours. Warriors of Ariel.
Wow, these guys are all just gonna run away. Please don't. Currently being smashed by that organ gun, that's why.
Bowman ready. Fire.
Oh, Bugman's Rangers came out to play. Probably return the damage there, honestly.
Withdraw!
Wow. Deepwood Scouts just running away. That it? We may as well just charge at them. I mean, it's game over. Didn't kill any of them. Oh well. Did a lot of damage to one of the crews, so maybe in another battle that will help us out, but I guess they're just going to replenish and that'll be fine. Like, there's no point in just damaging units, you've got to kill them off entirely, otherwise they will just replenish. 3 units of Iron Drakes though. That's going to be a real nightmare to deal with. Right, so they took back Ekrund. They're also looking to take back Dok Karaz as well, I think. Ekrund was actually providing us with 2 amber as well. That's a lot of armies. I guess once we get Durthu and our armies together, we can probably double team their armies quite easily. I think that's what I would look to do. We don't need to worry about anyone else other than Clan Angren, so I'm just going to skip it all. What does Findle want? They want me to join their war against the Greenskins. I would in order to increase my relations with them, but I feel like that's just a bad idea right now. Unless we can get a peace treaty with Clan Angren, who are very strong. Right. New rebellion going to occur at the Waterfall Palace. Let's go ahead and attack Paravon. We'll declare war. And they were joined by 2 people. But this is fine. I think we can just quick save this and fight it on the battle map. So this will be a sack and occupy. Or even a raise and occupy, honestly. Depends how much money we get. This could go very badly though and backfire. I feel like I've kind of triggered the entirety of Bretonia to come and breathe down my neck. Solid 1 wins there. Lovely. Gamble to get 3 wins. Okay.
Glade guard.
This was the plan anyway. No point in going back on it now. You have to charge and take these walls, men.
Orders. Eternal guard. Ever ready.
Mostly down to my archers. Start the battle. We'll move into range. We need to make sure that my Eternal Guard are going to climb up. I might also get my Waystalker to go up on the walls, although he provides a pretty decent aura effect, doesn't he? Maybe not.
Ever ready.
Do they have any artillery that we need to worry about? I don't think they do. Just a bunch of horses. Once we get onto these walls, I should be going to be in a pretty decent position. We'll have these guys all fly on. We'll have the Great Eagles land and disrupt the peasant bowmen.
Glade guard.
I feel like our Glade Guard should be firing more. Guess it doesn't matter. Nice. Hasn't Bowman already fallen back? That's good indeed. Well, let's have these guys start to harass the Knights of the Realm. Although we should probably focus down infantry before anything else. Maybe get the Glade Guard to come up onto the walls here. Kind of feel like that's what I have to do. Well, actually, unless they put their infantry on the walls, in which case I may as well just keep hammering them from afar. The infantry is being killed off pretty damn easy. It's nice to see. Now we need to save some ammunition. One thing we need to do. So maybe it would be worth trying to get up on the walls here. Let's do that. We'll let these guys continue their melee. The Eternal Guard are pretty damn decent, honestly. 37 melee attack, 36 melee defense. It's good enough. We'll make sure that our Waystalker moves up onto the walls as well. Should be knocking on the gate here if we can. And we should also be providing the life bloom. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage to those men at arms and polearms and the spearmen at arms on the shield, on the with shields on the walls there. That was really, really nice. Cool. Right, so with our Glade Guard putting up their ladders and getting up on the walls, that should put them in a position to fire on all this cav.
is ours!
Right, we're getting there. Blade Guard are slowly but surely getting up onto the walls. We are taking some damage from their bowmen. I don't really want to go down though. I might just have all these guys hug the wall, and we'll have all of these guys go like so. Well, there is some men-at-arms on the wall here. Did we break through the gate as well, actually? No, we're still smashing it down. Let's get a life bloom going here.
Armed and ready!
Good. Have the Hawk Riders come over and attack the men-at-arms. And the idea really is to do as much damage as we can to the cavalry before we're forced to go down and actually face them.
For Athelloren!
Planning to put some shots into the men-at-arms here. Might get as close as I can just to make those guys more accurate.
To war! As you say.
Can do another tree there. Do that. Some more damage onto those Knights of the Realm. Nice.
Eternal God! This instant!
Oh, let's not come off the walls with our infantry. That's a bad idea. But I do want to be harassing these men-at-arms with our Great Eagles.
Glade Guard!
This is what I like to see.
Awaiting orders! Glade Guard! Azrael!
Blade Guard getting into position there. Those ones are also in position. We'll start doing even more damage. Anything that's near the walls will just get shot to pieces.
Warriors of Ariel! Steady! Riders ready! To battle!
Nice. The Hawk Riders can shoot down into the Knights of the Realm. Probably kill off quite a few of those with the Hawk Riders. This seems so cheap. I mean, the Wood Elves just, in general, really, really good against the Bretonnians in these siege battles for this reason. Knights of the Realm and horses just aren't good with walls. Like, ideally, what would happen is if you were a Bretonnian player in this regard, is you would charge out with all of your cavalry. But that's not what they did, and they're going to suffer the consequences. Is that their leader? If that's their leader, I'm just going to charge him with the Great Eagles.
Ride them down! Eternal Guard!
Well, the leader is about to run away. More cavalry coming to help. And the enemy lord is dead, or at least one of them. That's good.
Cavalry! With haste! At speed!
What an absolute massacre. Just keep them firing away. I mean, we're doing loads of damage. It's beautiful. Alright, with all that done anyway, may as well get the infantry to come down, smash the spearmen arms with shields. We can get our good old friend Istratrot into here. We'll go for the lifeblood onto all of this infantry. Now if we start charging around with all these units, we can maybe take the main square. Let's put the tree down here, because I think that actually slows them down quite significantly. I'm going to have the eagles come over. I'll finish off these Knights of the Realm. Alright, the Knights of the Realm are already dead. We'll just use this opportunity for lifeblood everyone. And that's victory. We didn't even have to fight on the ground. It's good. Just let that lifeblood go, and we will close the... well, get the close victory there. Awesome. 119 losses. Plenty of kills. We barely lost a man, honestly. That was really, really good. Good start. We had a bad start initially, but back to a good start now. That will give us Parabon. I might look for the peace treaties with the other nations, honestly. Alright, so we'll raise that for the cash. And we will take it. Although we need to be a bit careful about whether or not they can reach us. Because the replenishment could cause problems. Let me go to diplomacy. Who are we now at war with?
Weather chivalrous.
Right, Bordelot won't.
Those who
Carcassonne won't. What about Clan
Only
England?
true vengeance will make me happy.
Nope.
Ready.
Kalakazul?
Come then, messenger.
No. Alright, so we can't get any peace treaties. What about trade agreements? Nope. Quite a few people who like us. It would be nice to secure stuff with them in the future. Kind of need to take Paravon for the extra amber there. I'm going to colonize it. This might be a mistake. don't actually have any Freakin in this army yet, do we? We'll just go for ever-reaching tendrils. Chalan, what can he do? Eye of Kernus is pretty damn good, isn't it? And then we can go to Sight Beyond Sight. Yeah, so that should give them the surrounding bonuses. Good. Alright, Katra has leveled up, so could get the Flurry of Bows or Bows. Could also get the Awakening of the Wood. I think I might get the Penumbral Pendulum upgrade for the minus cooldown because we use that quite a lot. Strasleith is probably going to stay where he is, and we'll have Serco. Maybe just march round to Blackcrag. I have to be a bit careful with how far I go. I think we're fine. Carry on. From here, I think we can just about world routes over to Blackcrag. That will give Strasleith another turn to recover. We'll finish off the Forest Roar. And Dulas can finish off training. Good. So yeah, next turn we'll siege Blackcrag with Serco. We'll move over Strasleith. Not sure if we'll get the reinforce, but either way that'll happen. Barakvar can be upgraded to the Elven Haven. Looks like Belagar Ironhammer's moving towards Dot Karaz. Maybe move in there instead. And if he attacks that, I feel like we could probably push him back with the army that we have. Okay, so settlement needs to be built there. Imminent Rebellion at Argwylon is fine. We also need to sort out Val's Anvil. This is something that I need to do because we don't want to have the same buildings in two settlements. So we have the Pastures of Skymark, the Dragon Lair, and the Moonstone Clearing here. So we can get rid of the Dragon Lair. I can get rid of the Pastures of Skymark. We don't have an Eyrie, so we can keep that. The Waywatcher's Perch might be worth keeping, and the Forest Lookout. We have the Eternal Watcher's Garrison, which is good. Hunter's Vault is fine. We have the Vineyard. Not sure if the Hunter's Vault's worth it. I think we might get rid of that. The Elven Court's good though. Although 20% extra income isn't a lot. But with this gone anyway, what we can do is build another of these, the Temple of Erith Kyles, that we can get another of those unique buildings built, which will be good. Let's jump into the building browser just so that I know what I'm going to build in their place. So in the place of the Pastures of Skymark, I'm going to build Threllock, which reduces the recruitment cost of all armies and unlocks the Ancient of Threllock position within the Gathering of the Ancients. So we'll do that. And then we can fill up one with either the Temple of Isha, Temple of Anathrema, or Temple of Kernus. That's two. Then we want one to be the Vintner's Barrel House, which will increase the income from grapevines by 20% all regions in adjacent provinces, which will basically bounce backwards and forwards between the two of them. So the Waterfall Palace already has this, the Wine Steward's Cellar. And that will be buffing the income of Val's Anvil. So if we have one in Val's Anvil, that would do the same to Waterfall Palace, which is good. The other thing we probably want to do is get the Shrine of Luak and the Sky Crown Oak Walls in Val's Anvil eventually. Just depends where we want to find that, because all of these units, and even the Wildwood Rangers, they cost like amber, and I don't think we're ever going to build them really, so I might get rid of that. I'm going to keep the Waywatchers Perch just because we will be using Waystalkers. And this looks like a nice settlement to build Waystalkers in. Especially if we keep the Elven Court here, because that increases their recruit rank. Okay, so Deepwood Scouts don't actually cost amber, which is good. So we could get Swift Shiver Shard, Deepwood Scouts. They have crazy missile damage, which is really nice. Right, at Iron Rock, we will build the Waystone. We kind of have to. And that will be the end of the turn, I think.